Yo guys, what's up? What's good? What's popping out, guys? Hey, yeah, where's the energy coming from? What's it called? No, me, I don't know where I'm coming from. But I'm tired. I'm sure you guys are. So, anyways, this maybe welcome you guys to go to let me bring you updates concerning music across the country. How you guys doing? How's work? It's almost this is about past five here about close almost towards close of business and everything. How do you want to just me about your day when I work? Trust me, the comment section is open. Come and tell me how your day was at work. For those of you guys who have crushes at work, how do you guys cope? How do you have a crush on somebody at work? How do you do it? You know, it's weird because you now have to start doing everything to impress the person. Trust me, you don't want to be in that space, so don't do it. That's a message for you today. So straight up, we'll go straight to this. We'll begin with Olamide Bado. I think at this point, yeah, without missing of word, I have to say that Olamide is the kindest person you can ever find in Nigerian entertainment music space. Trust me, you don't want to argue with me on that one. If you want to argue with me, come to the comment section and let's go head to head. If you have mind, buzz me in that space. Moving on, we saw at the point where Olamide is that guy that took team members were all in the United States at the point, and then the California legislatures actually honored them with certificate of recognition for taking Afrobeat across the globe. Big win for Lambda and his team. He could have won this one alone, but then the team actually had to have share in that one, and a very big kudos to the YBNL team. We saw the point where he came out to say there was a point in his life where he made so much money. He made so much money. He made so much money. I'm saying like 3 years ago, you know, he make money. He made so much money. He didn't know what to do with money, and then he said he was signing artists. So according to him, he said that was the best way he could spend the money because it was too much. He was signing artists, signed Fireboy, signed Ashake, and then he was spending the money on all of them because that was the only way he knew how to spend the money. The money was too much, according to him, at the time that happened. Moving on, we saw where we saw where Spinall actually came out to say like a lot. Spinall said in his word there, he said he wanted the Lambda to be, he wanted to work with the Lambda at the point, and then he went to Lambda. He said, Baba, let's work on the project. And Lambda was like, have you heard my boy, Fireboy? Go and work with him. And I'm like, okay. So he went to work with Fireboy. They came with Sherry and amazing one at the time, did good numbers. Still doing good numbers even till date, and that was a massive jam. And after working with Fireboy, he came out again and say, I still want to Alamde my project. So he said, Alamde, yes, Fireboy is fire. Yeah, I want you. And I was like, have you seen Ashake? Go, Ashake is that guy. Go with Ashake. And then he said he went to Ashake, and according to him, Ashake is the most positive person ever. He said he spoke so much good about Ashake, saying at the time they were shooting the video, TG was saying telling them to run at the point, and then he was tired. And then Ashake was like, Baba, you don't tire. Don't worry, do and the music will soft, you know. At the point where I was starting even in the music production, Ashake will come to and be like, do you like this part I just did? If you don't like, I'm telling you, I go do them again. You get it. He was always giving the whole hope and ginger and energy he wanted. And he said, Ashake is the most positive person. Yes, if I were more above that, Olamide is that guy that actually wants everybody to grow. So big win for Olamide, big win for Spinal, big win for Fireboy Ashake. Everybody who should be was being a part of Olamide. And you know, almost everybody actually have a good to say about Olamide because he doesn't want to win alone. He wants every other person, whether you are signed to him or not signed to him. So far, you are affiliated to Olamide, you must win on that one. Moving on, we have WIZKID match around the news. We saw at the point where he postponed the More Love Less Ego tour, saying from 3rd of March, postponing to the fall of 2023. So we're waiting for that. And then he said if you purchase tickets for those days, he said your ticket will be honored for the new date to be announced. Tottenham Stadium actually announced this one the point. But then he was not cleared when he said that. We saw where actually came out to say Flower Pass leaves video out now, and then said exclusively on Facebook. So why post lyrics video for Flower Pads and why post it on Facebook? Those questions are yet to be answered. We saw where he came out to say money and love. So what are you promoting? Money and love or Flower Pads? WizKid is that guy that knows what to do and how he does all of that. We saw where WizKid actually splashes about $500 million naira on new vehicle on the Rolls Royce. And the question people were more like saying you obviously not going to stay in Nigeria for a while for like a long time. So why splashing that amount of money on vehicle? But then WizKid is WizKid, he can afford it, and yes, he's actually enjoying his money the way he wants to. We saw him and Kilos over the weekend where him and Rexy actually had like mad fun. They were with themselves and had amazing fun with themselves. Obviously, you won't forget the fact that Rexy and Lucy came through with that song Abracadabra remix, and it was an amazing one, amazing collaboration. Those fans had their own thoughts about it, but yes, an overview it was a very good effort. We saw where Whiskey and Wadiko actually linked up recently. And then, you know, this is one link up that people are actually tired of because we've seen Lamde and we've seen Whiskey and Wadiko link up so many times and no outcome. Just one song they've had together so far. We've seen them in the studio, we've seen them out of studio, we've seen them in the car, we've seen them almost everywhere. And then we know they have songs together, so why you not posting the song? Maybe WIZKID team or why when they go team have a lot to answer on that one. Moving on, we saw WIZKID actually making it clear now. Say Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Saturday, 29th of July, but then you postponed the tour, yeah. So why July? What do we know? That's WIZKID for you. And then moving on, we saw for WIZKID, big win, congratulations to him. WIZKID Made in Lagos becomes the first ever album by an African act to spend 120 weeks on the Billboard World Album Chart. Amazing one for WIZKID, amazing one. 120 weeks. This is not it's not getting to it. That's about 2 years plus 3, almost 3 years. Amazing one for you. This is actually a very big win, very, very big win for him. And then we say congratulations to Machala on that one. Moving on, we have Don Baba J, Don Jazzy on the news. At the point we saw him coming out to say promote the Rema. You know, for the, Don Jazzy is that guy that actually promotes everybody under him. He has like a whole lot under him. He has Rema, he has Aresta, he has Crayon, he has Magix, he has a lot of person under him, and then he's doing his bit to promote almost all of them. We saw where he came out to say for he said thanks everyone, more goes ahead, you move. That's when stability the bill actually hits about 200 million streams on Boomplay and everything. Amazing one. Okay, that's amazing one for Ariasta at the time, and he came out to actually promote that on his page. I also he came out to promise us saying so much amazing music coming. So the fans are actually waiting because when Don Jazzy says something, it means all of that. Moving on, we saw a podcast where he came out to say the boy actually debunked and over time, yeah, is one person who has already been in the news for streaming farm. He has been accused of streaming farms, him and his artists and all of that. But then he has debunked all of that, saying they are not streaming farms. Said it doesn't even exist. Yeah, he said it doesn't exist. He said, or actually talking to young artists, saying young artists actually put in the effort, put in the work to market their business and all of that. Said because if you are putting your hope on streaming farms, said you will fail because it does not exist. He said if it exists, why has he not bought it for his artists who are not doing good numbers? So he said if it really exists, everybody should be flying. So according to him, it does not exist. And if you are putting your mind as a young artist on streaming farm, you might just miss it because according to Don Jazzy, streaming farms does not exist. So guys, let's do the conversation. Is he saying the truth? You guys should do the thought on that one. And then moving on, we have Bella Shmurda on this one. We saw where he came to at the point last year with his album Hypertension, which had a share contraband to lose with Simi on that one. OOO, Converse, Fire, Lagos City, Level Up, Feel Low with Omale and Nakupanda, No Other Man of the Year, Addicted, and So Cold. Amazing one they came to at the time. We saw where Bella Shmurda and Mobad were together at the point and actually previewing a new song. And for Bella Shmurda, we all know that when Mobad was in the mess with the with his teams at the time. It was one person who was at the end of the affair, always with him, talking him out of it. And at the point, he came out to say Mohbad was in his house at the point where he wanted to actually jump down the fence, and he called out Naira Marley and saying, "You guys should settle all of these things as soon as possible," because the Malians team at the time were not helping Mohbad, and he was there as a friend to stand by Mohbad all the way. And really, I'll say this to everybody: help that friend, help that person, because you don't know what tomorrow will hold as a person. Moving on, we saw talking about Smoother. We saw it at the point where him and where he dropped this one, the latest one he has, Ara Gengeti. You know, for some persons, yeah, this is one song who people don't really, well, not make, maybe make, they don't like it as a person. Like, there's no way to even decorate the word. People don't like the song. A lot of persons don't like the song. But then, as much as you don't like it, the song is doing good numbers, making topping charts and doing good on the chart. So it's safe to say Bella Shmurda did a very good one on that one on the project and then promoting the song. He has been everywhere. Recently, it was at Chris Daniel Asgard to promote the song and doing good for himself. It was with it was with some comedians. And, you know, if the effort he has kept to pushing the song is really top notch, and obviously we are not surprised by the numbers the song is getting at the time. Moving on with also for this duo, this one bromance that a lot of people are actually looking forward to. It's actually very real, very 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 real. You could see that um um Belashmoda and Omale in the studio was just so real. Omale has been through a lot recently, and coming from after the whole breakup thingy to sending Tiwa Savage flowers to coming out at the point to say why you get left him out of that to the studio session he had where he actually had like very bad outing on that day, and moving on to now you probably don't want to see an Omale smiling, but then this is Omale coming out to smile and have premium fun. Obviously Amali and Blashmode are actually good friends, and just like they did on the album, obviously people asking saying, "Are these guys?" Because they were in the studio, really, they were in the studio. So Is this a sign for another project coming? We never can tell. But yes, we want to see Omale and Barashina come through on that project. It's really going to be very, very, very massive. Amazing one for them. And then we say congratulations in advance if it is going to be a project. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, Gossip News. We can't wait to catch you guys on the very, very next one. Stay safe, guys. And yes, remember elections, by the way. Good dust your privacy and come out to vote in the right person as your conscience pleases. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Stay safe.